everyone, welcome again to another edition of the Parfect Journey. We are now 9 games away from seeing what our fate is. Is it going to be a title? Is it going to be the playoffs? Or is it going to be failure? Judging by the way the table looks, guaranteed at least playoffs. We've got a good gap between ourselves and Queen of the South down in 5th place. It is going to be a shootout between us and Falkirk probably for the title. That big game there, March the 10th at Falkirk, could be absolutely massive. So what have we changed recently before we get into this game against Airdrie? It's going to give us a chance of winning the title. Well, we've lost Connor Ripley. Connor Ripley is on a pre-contract agreement to go to Rotherham. He was making a couple of mistakes. He was wanting like $3,500, so it's a shame we didn't cash in on him and make profit on him. But he'll be going out. We'll either bring in a new first-choice goalkeeper, or we'll probably give McCallum a chance, depending obviously in division and budgets. In terms of other signings coming in though, we did make 3 loan signings in the last week, which says bring back Brad Mackay, if you remember him for the first season in League One. He's back. He'll do a job. He'll tighten us up at the back. Hasn't featured so far because we haven't really played that many games. But hopefully someone who can just, add a bit of quality to the defensive line. And then 2 strikers, because Maxie loves about 9 million strikers in his team. So Tyler Walker has come in from Nottingham Forest. Just feel like he's always been rated pretty highly. I've had a few people, say, Maxie, check this boy out. He's got good potential. Hopefully someone that can bang in a couple of goals for us. And a new gen called Fabio Pendial from West Ham. I've seen a couple of championship clubs basically looking at him. Decided, okay, we'll have a look at him. Can score goals, determination's good, off the ball's good, so there's good room for improvement there. If we can be a part of the nurturing of his development, a goal and assist already in his debut, then hopefully someone that can really come on and do a turn for us. In terms of outs, Fabio Della Giovanni's away to Virtus Entella, Ricardo Calder's away to Newport County, Charlie Rowan to Forest Green, Alan McCluskey to East Fife, and Robbie Crawford, not the Rangers one, is away to Forest Mechanics, and also to Forest Green is Isaac Osborne for like $1,000. He was basically on about $1,000 in wages as well, and I just felt wasn't really playing, wasn't really getting much chances. Good servant to us last year, but I think it was time to let him go. So how have we ended up in the position we are in 2nd place? Well, since you last joined us, which was the Motherwell game, it's been an interesting time. We've scored goals, we've kept clean sheets. Just some games have just not defended very well at all. Started off with a trip to Capello to face off against Morton. They stormed into a 2-0 lead through Nicky Clark and Liam Coogans with a penalty. I was getting ready to give the boys a bollocking, fuck's sake, this is shite. But Lewis Milne and Davide Campello gave us a 2-2 at the break. Made an alteration at half time, and Chabi scores within 40 odd seconds to put us 3-2 up. Then Johnny Byrne makes it 4. Chabi then scores a penalty to make it 5-2. And then Nathan Lays, who had come on as a substitute, unfortunately scored an OG, but we kept up the result, 5-3, and most importantly, 3 points. The Scottish Cup was a home tie against St Johnstone. We played really well. I tried to really go for it and win it, bringing on the likes of Denny Johnson and Jack Finch. But at the end of the day, it was Conor Mahoney with a header. Poor mistake from Connor Ripley, which really pissed me off. And that's how I was kind of reluctant with the contract issues. But it put us out of the cup, which means really we just need to focus on the league and, of course, our Challenge Cup final. That was to be the last goal we conceded. They took on Alloa. Good 3-0 victory there. 3 strikers scoring, which is always good to see. Koulibaly, Watmore and Harry Caldwell. Can't really complain about that. And a couple of strikers giving you options to score. Delightful. 0-0 then against Inverness, which was frustrating because all 3 strikers got an opportunity here, plus Chabi, so 4 strikers in action. Couldn't break them down. Frustrating, but unfortunately not the result we wanted. But the good thing is we had a good break between that and the game against Livingston due to elimination out of the Cup. And one of our opponents, I think, may have been playing in the semi-finals of the League Cup. Or there's no reason why we just didn't play for the 2 weeks in between. But refreshed and ready, we come back against Livingston. Duncan Watmore scoring, then substitute Fabio Pendel, Lewis Milne scoring, and then a late 4th from Davide Campello. Meaning, we're going out straight. There's a couple of fixtures I'm worried about. But we've got a good chance. If I look at the table again, 2 points behind Falkirk. We've won as many games, they've just drawn 2 more than we've lost. I think we're safe to say we've got a good cushion over Kilmarnock and Inverness, so we're probably looking at either first or second. It's up to us to do the job. So the team for this one against Airdrie, bottom of the table, a team we usually slip up against. Ripley, Borthwick Jackson, Mangleburn and Campello. Dembele will sit. They'll have a free roll for McKirdie and McDonald. Then Lewis Milne will play behind Chabby and Duncan Watmore, with McCallum, Mackay, Finch, Pindal, Woods, Kidd and Tyler Walker on the bench. All these players can't even get in the 18. That's a good sign of strength, especially considering we've loaned a few players out as well to put the squad numbers down. So really happy we've got that quality. We just need to make it count. And I say it's against a team at times we've really struggled against. I'm just going to say to them, go out there, relax, be as composed as you can be confident, be brave, and hopefully the right result will come. A good performance here. Because Airdrie, obviously, they were up the season we came up, and I just feel like, we should have been miles ahead of them. They cost us last year, and Falkirk are already slipping up. They were 1-0 down, it's now 1-1. So a good chance to go level if we get the right result. Campello, ball in. Not very good there, saved by Lee Hollis in the goal. But, we just need to switch on here when they get the ball forward. They're going to be very direct. It's up to us to stop the crosses getting in the box, stop them from getting in behind our defence, and really try and use our pace against them. But here's Lewis Milne looking to spread the play. Good interception. Here's Shabby again, looks for Duncan Watmore. And it's a good save there from Lee Hollis in the goal for Airdrie. Milne with a chance to swing it in, and it's away by Davidson. That's what we've got to try and do. We've got to try and get in behind them. We've got to get the ball to Duncan Watmore and just hope he can use his acceleration to get through and goal. There's 2 very poor crosses back to back there for Lewis Milne, which means in the first 20 minutes it's going to remain goalless here. But it's just really up to us, if we really want to be a Premier League side, we have to be consistent, you need to be beating the teams below you. There's no point struggling against these kind of sides, or it's just going to go downhill. It's all over the place in the box. They've managed to clear it. They get themselves a 2v2. But Nisbet, good that they've got numbers back. Mark Fitzpatrick looks for Nisbet again. To Liam Watt, back to Nisbet. Somebody's got to track the run. Fisk is in the box, it will cause problems. Faria, Robertson. Borthwick Jackson has went through the ball about 3 times there and missed it. And it's ended up at Nisbet. Surely offside, ref. Thank you. But they shouldn't be getting in that position in the first place. The amount of times that ball should have been taken away from Camrick Borthwick Jackson there. And he does none of the sort. Lewis Milne with a free kick. Lewis Milne, that is why we paid 90k for him in the first season. He can add those little moments of genius, those little bit of brilliance that can take us from being an average side to a spectacular side. Great free kick there. Could the goalkeeper have done a little bit better? It's hard to tell from that angle. At the end of the day, that's that little moment of genius that could be giving us a lead at half time. And a frustrating game which has saw them have a lot more possession than us, which is worrying. So I'm going to be cautious, and I'm just going to say, don't get complacent. Hopefully motivates most of the team. I don't want to change too much, because the same winning, it's not a great performance, but you hope, the system's been okay. Just need a couple of people to kind of have a better performance in the second half. If not, there's alterations in the bench, there's replacements that are available to come in and do a job. Hopefully we can start to use them. I'm probably going to bring on Portuguese boy, Pendal, in a minute. Probably when we get to about the other mark. That's when I try and make my first subs. If I'm losing, my first subs will always be at half time. If not, then we usually look to about the other mark, 70 minutes, and then really just whenever people are struggling with fitness after that. But it's always certain moments, I always try and make my subs. Here's Watmore. He's going to drive to the byline, he's going to cut inside. Going to play it in for Chabby, for Lewis Milne. And the ideal thing about this system is it gives him a bit of a free roam. Allows him to burst into the box there for his second goal of the day. Honestly thought Watmore was just going to shoot, but good unselfishness there. Into Chabby. I thought he was going to shoot, but he plays it off to Lewis Milne, who slots it in the back of the net to give us 2-0 lead here against Airdrie. The way results are going, I was going to say it was going to put us level with Falkirk, but Falkirk take a 2-1 lead through Scott Shepherd, who they've actually sold to Motherwell, but he's been loaned back there to the end of the season, which is strange because of the situation being that they're in the same league, and Motherwell kind of need a striker. this moment in time. That's what it is. We just need to keep doing what we're doing here. We're going to take off McDonald now. Give a chance for Lewis Kidd, who was kind of clamouring to leave. I think Muller was going to try and get him on a pre-contract. I don't want to stand in his way because he's one of those players. It's just he's not really going to get a chance here. We're going to take off Lewis Milne as well. Give him a little rest and just play with three strikers. One playing in behind because at the end of the day, they're still bursting forward. And it's going to be a comfortable 2-0 victory there. Mango nearly makes it 3 to end the game. A solid 2-0 victory. Pleased with the performance. So I'm just going to say very happy, lads. And it's going to keep us 2 points behind Falkirk with 8 games to go. Still get the 11-point lead over Kilmarnock. And then a massive lead ahead of Morton. But Motherwell could make a late surge for that playoff spot. It'll be interesting to see how they do. Actually quite crazy to think that Queen of the South, 20 points behind us, but have lost the same amount of games. It's a very tight league. You have to be consistent. So you don't have to be the best team in the league, you just have to be the most consistent. You see that Scott Shepherd on loan from Motherwell. Motherwell paying money for him, but have loaned him back, which I thought was bizarre. So, you know, they kind of need to go up. They need strikers, and they've loaned them out. But it is what it is, and I'm happy with that. Maybe getting some football out at Cowdenbeath. But the run-in, as I say, Kilmarnock away is going to be difficult. Queen of the South at home, and then a difficult trip to Falkirk, just to make sure we do a job at Alloa. And it's Motherwell, the cup game against Kilmarnock, and then it's Morton and Livingston at home, with a very difficult trip to Inverness away. So all the difficult ones are away from home, so don't be surprised if we end up bottling it. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. The question I'm going to leave you is am I going to bottle it? Are we going to finish in second place, or does anybody out there have faith that we can actually do this? Let me know in the comments section below, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave an old thumbs up, and of course, until next time, thanks for watching. Hopefully to God, we're in the Premier League next season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye bye.